introduce myself quickly. My name again is Bruno. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of BM Mobility Services. We are a 42-year-old nonprofit transit, paratransit, shuttle service, and municipal transit provider headquartered in Boulder, and we also serve the Denver metropolitan area. We actually serve a 9-county metropolitan area zone, and we're continuing to grow. We're about 300 employees, and we are taking a comprehensive view of climate change, our sustainability efforts in concert with our true business, which is transit. So as we look at our facility, I say we're headquartered on the east side of Boulder. We've been in our facility since 2012, and we have a strong commitment. Our board of directors has initiated a very strong commitment to sustainability. So all that we do as it relates to transit, our transit shuttles, municipal transit, is in the context overall of sustainability. As a nonprofit corporation, we of course have to still be an effective company. So for all purposes, when a new employee comes on and begins to experience BM Mobility Services, I always say we kind of look and quack like a private business, because we've got to be efficient, we've got to actually turn a profit, and we've got to be able to reinvest in the company, reinvest in our equipment, reinvest in our employees, pay at the 75th percentile to be very competitive and continue to attract and retain employees. This is very important for the company to be able to continue to grow. We have been, next slide, so flip over there. So our guiding principle is innovation, and that plays out in a number of ways. We have a microgrid project that we are busily working on and seeking funding for, where we will try to, our long-term goal is to have as many vehicles, and when I say electric vehicles, I do not want to give you the impression that we are exclusively focused on electricity. We think that is certainly going to be a very beneficial pathway, but we've got to leave room for hydrogen fuel cell. We're doing some work with the City of Longmont now with renewable natural gas, and we think that's going to be a very, very vital part of it. And also the other elements, which is on-demand transit, which can right-size transit, so right-sizing vehicles as well. So it's not just one size. We've got to really take a comprehensive approach, and that's what we're doing. The schematic that you see there shows you what our current facility could look like with solar all over the facility. And we have a phase 1, which is on the west side of our facility, that will cover our HOP, which is our Boulder municipal bus service. We have 3 brand new Proterra buses, and one of the really proud moments was when we worked with Lightning E-Motors. Tim Reeser has been a great partner for us to convert a 2004 diesel Gilly into an electric bus. And so that's one of our 4 that runs on the streets of Boulder right now, but we should have 7 additional Proterras in about a year. We had supply chain given challenges, but we'll get there. But again, we're really looking at this comprehensive pathway to vehicles, the conversion, the HOP by 2030, the rest of the fleet by 2035. And again, I'm going to fudge a little and say it may not be all electric, it may be hydrogen, it may be renewable natural gas. I think having a variety of technology would be good. I think we need to have a variety of charging units, because we saw an issue a few years ago where one technology went down nationwide and we had a problem. So we've got to build in resiliency. Next slide. Environmentally sustainable. I mentioned the 2030 goal, and there's one of the electric Proterra HOP buses, which we're so excited about. Seeing that roll, and basically seeing it, not always hearing it, is a good thing. We've been operating that fleet since 1994, and again, the conversion of that is going to be a very exciting pathway for us. And I think the public gets very energized by seeing us going in this direction. Clearly, as a nonprofit, you can't do that with just federal funding. We have to get kind of creative. So we're always working on fundraising and philanthropy. Through our own earned income contracts, we generate revenue. When I say we look and quack like a private business, we've got to generate revenue that we can put into these kinds of investments. So as a nonprofit, we have to actually stand on our own and be very resilient and reliant on ourselves to some extent. Next slide. We also have to be very fiscally responsible. We can't overextend, and yet we have to grow. We're growing into the future. The future is now. We know it's going to include autonomous vehicles for us at some point, and all of the technologies that I mentioned. We're working very closely with the City of Boulder, Boulder County, Xcel Energy, University of Colorado, Boulder Valley Schools. We're partners with all of these entities in all that we're doing, and it's very exciting on where we are on site, and in our region, we really can accommodate all of these. Oh, thank you. Now I can control. So in addition to the HOP, the municipal bus, which is the full 35, 40-foot buses, we are a contractor for RTD, for Accessoride in the metro area, one of 3 vendors for Accessoride and FlexRide. Very much like our own paratransit flavor, but reliant on the Americans with Disabilities Act in terms of how we operate that. We operate many shuttle services, one relatively new with Firestone, Frederick, Tacoma, and we hope Erie will be part of that mix very soon, where we're taking people into Longmont and into Boulder and connecting with the economy. So we envision everything that we're doing as part of the regional economy, which is vital. One of the things people don't realize about Via Mobility Services, we are a second responder. So sadly, back on December 31st, the Marshall fires and the winds that came along with that, we were so engaged in evacuations, and truly evacuations where our drivers were driving virtually through flames at the direction of the Office of Emergency Management with their assistance, getting patients out of local hospitals and senior facilities, getting them relocated, and then getting them back. And we did that virtually around the clock. We don't get paid for that. That's something that we do as a commitment to the region, but as you know, it's vital. And we've gotten very good at it and continue to train and grow in our approach. That may be my last slide. Okay. So last slide here, I believe, is that we are a very reliable partner. As I said, we've been around 42 years. We're taking a very fiscally responsible and sustainably responsible pathway. That's the way to the future. We partner with the North Front Range MPO. We received the 2021 Outstanding Coordination Initiative from the Colorado Association of Transit Agencies, which is our state entity, CASTA. So we're really excited about what we're doing. We just won an award for distinguished service from the Denver Regional Council of Governments. 2 years ago, we began a service in the metro area, taking over from another provider, and I think we provided a seamless transition. But all of this is predicated on being able to be very fiscally focused and, again, not lose a beat with our sustainability. Always looking for partners, never being one size fits all, because I think that just narrows our view. And we're excited about hydrogen, we're excited about natural gas, and I see so many colleagues on the agenda here today, and I'm really looking forward to connecting, and in some cases reconnecting with them. So I just want to thank you for your attention, and I'm sure we'll get to questions at some point. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.